Hello everyone, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft, where today we're casting the round of 8 from WCS Korea. This is game number 2 of Rain vs Supernova. In game 1 we saw Supernova mount a surprising comeback to win a game that he'd looked like he'd thrown away, but able to pull his drones at an opportune moment, go all in and take the game away from Rain. Just make an absolutely excellent comeback, so it'll be interesting to see if he can keep that momentum in game number 2, or whether Rain will have something special in store for him. Rain, of course, very experienced in the WCS series in general, so likely to pull some sort of shenanigan to try and upset Supernova's momentum. If only I wasn't so tongue-tied, that would be much better. Alright. Rain just powering drones here at this point. A bit of an interesting setup, dropping his pylon back here behind the mineral patch. I wonder what exactly he has planned. Gateway going down as well for him. Supply depot finished for Supernova. Yet to drop his barracks. Obviously this SCV's job, and it's going to come down. He's going to very greedy opening from Supernova, mining some minerals and then about to drop a command center on the low ground. So very greedy start from Supernova. CC before barracks. We can see that Rain's gone for both gas very early, both gas before his gateway is completed. I wonder if we'll be seeing some Dark Templar, or whether this extra gas will be for maybe a proxy Stargate or something similar. We can see second pylon, in fact, over in this corner of the base. Very likely that that'll be used to wall off this ramp here. Very interesting map setup. This one, you've got 2 ramps into your main base, one leading down into a very safe expansion over here, and the second ramp leading away into a natural down here. This natural probably the easier expansion to take and hold, with only this thin choke here, whereas this expansion seems to have quite a wide avenue of attack from this potential base across into the natural and then into the main base. So, see 2 barracks on the way for Supernova. No gas as of yet, so probably a little bit different to that Reaper opening that we saw last game. We can see Rain trying to take out this rock tower. Managed to almost cut that SCV off with a Zealot, and the SCV runs for dear life on 5 hit points. Will he try and sneak it back across? He does, but it's going to get picked up by the sentry and meets a grisly end in pieces. Rock tower should go down, blocking off this rear entry into the base. Indeed it does. That should make this quite a lot safer for Rain. Can now wall off here at the front and be safe from the early bio pushes that Terran so want to do against Protoss in the current metagame. Robo going down quite quickly. It's likely that this gas will be going for some early Colossus rather than either Dark Templars or any sort of Stargate play. See, Warp Gate on the way, quite late for a Warp Gate start. I think that's Rain's plan in this game, to go for quite quick Colossus with this Robo Bay, and hold his base with the Mothership Core and some sentries to force field if need be. See 3 barracks on the field now at the Tech Lab. Likely that he'll be using that for Stimpack or the combat shields for the Marines. Indeed it is Stimpack. We have Marines being produced 2 at a time, so let's play it. Both players quite even on supply at present. If we go to the income tab, and see both players equal in harvesters as well, 31 31 harvesters each. This game might transition into quite a nice macro game. The first Immortals on the way. Could we be seeing an Immortal Sentry all-in rather than Colossus? A bit uncommon against Terran, to be honest. Immortals are not as great against Marines as they are against some other factions like Zergs, Roaches, and other early game units. So you don't often see an Immortal Sentry all-in today's environment. So we'll see if Rain can pull this off. Have a probe moving out to scout. One Immortal on the way, a second one on the field now too, and an Observer being chrono boosted out. Only 2 gateways present for Rain, so it's a little bit odd. He won't be able to muster too much aggression out of this, I wouldn't think, but I guess that's why Rain's a professional Starcraft player and I'm not. two gateways and a robo it is. I mean, DC's now moved to drop that Dark Shrine, and he's trying to open this back door now. These rocks that have collapsed to protect Supernova's main base. You can see Supernova dropping 3 bunkers in response to this, and Rain just plugging away at this door to the main base. So ever sneaky, Rain's warping in a few zealots to try and harass this mineral line a little bit, microing those so that they don't aggro against the bunker, trying to pick off as many SCVs as he can. These Immortals and Sentries just being cheeky, plucking away at the edges of this Marine and SCV force that we've got going. That Observer dies, obviously spotted by missile turret under this floating factory, and the Immortals decide that discretion's the better part of valor and move home, obviously realising they won't be able to do a whole lot against 3 bunkers with this amount of bio. We do see 2 Dark Templars moving out. There is no detection down at this second base, so if these DTs are quick enough, they'll be able to get a substantial amount of kills before Supernova realises what's going on. We do have them holding position, and we have the Marines and Marauders moving out across the map, so this could be quite devastating for Supernova. He does have energy for scan on both his orbitals, but this Dark Templar's moving in to kill this missile turret and forcing a scan to clean up that Dark Templar. Supernova pushing the front of Rain's base, loading up into these medevacs. Rain has now dropped a number of gateways, 4 more on the way. Using force field and zealots to try and keep these Marines and Marauders back. Rain is managing to hold his natural with photon overcharge, but this group of Marines and Marauders in the main base able to do quite a lot of damage. We look at the units lost tab, it's almost equal, 1800 each. These Immortals doing excellent damage against the Marauders. Drops unable to do a whole lot. If we bring up the workers killed tab, we do have 10 workers killed by that Dark Templar harass, so nice little edge. Last game it was Supernova that was able to do the damage with the early Hellion run by to get a nice edge in the worker count. This game some sneaky Dark Templars in the main and natural at the same time, able to kill quite a fair number of workers. Supernova lifts into the main base, able to get probably get a few worker kills of his own. Yep, 3 of his own, and now just using these medevacs to be as irritating as possible. These collapsible rock tower now working against Rain, with Supernova able to lift his units back and forward across this ledge and pluck off the pylons that are at the edge of the Protoss main base. If we look out across the map, we can see some more Dark Templars moving out. but Supernova does indeed have his missile turrets up, so unlikely that these will do a whole lot. The bunker already able to see the Dark Templar. Zealot in the main, also not doing a whole lot. We have Engineering Bay and an Armory on the way to get the rest of those upgrades for Supernova. Check out the upgrades tab. We have 1-1 on the 1-1 in play from Rain with the Zealot legs and Storm. We also have +1 weapons but no +1 armour in play for Supernova. So slight upgrade edge for Rain at this point, and quite a heavy force of High Templars with Storm and these Zealots and Immortals. So we could see quite a lot of pressure put on here. These Immortals will rip through these buildings like a hot knife through butter. Able to plough straight in. This Storm's forcing the Marines and Marauders to stim away on quite low health. So these Zealots are caught in a bit of a choke here. Not an ideal spot for them to engage, but these Immortals doing fantastic damage to the production of Supernova. Rain trying to decide whether he'll stay or go. SCVs are pulled off the line and Rain decides to stay, mopping up a number of SCV kills, now up to 30 workers killed, giving a substantial edge in this game. Supernova moving to catch this force, but more High Templars warping in. These Immortals just racking up the kills, hiding behind the Zealots. We have almost 30 kills across these 4 Immortals. Archon's trying to morph in, but being focused down. Immortals just continuing to rack up kills. A Widow Mine now in play that will do substantial damage to the shield of these Archons. As of yet, we haven't seen Supernova go for the ghosts that he had last game, which I think is one of the things that's making quite a difference here. Some ghosts against these Immortals would drop their shields instantly, rather than the very slow process it is to try and work your way through the shields at 10 damage a pop. Archon getting great splash damage before he goes down. More Widow Mines being pulled into this choke to try and defend. Dark Templars now in the base. You can see that we're out of energy on the command centres, but the missile turret's still able to detect these. Zealots and Dark Templars forcing their way up to the main. His Widow Mines still on cooldown. It looks like Rain will in fact be able to take out this production, and with these barracks going down, very unlikely that Supernova will be able to do anything. I think we'll see GG called in just a minute. Widow Mine able to almost take out that Immortal, the Master, on 15 kills, 20 on this Immortal. These Immortals have just carried Rain through the Terran base. Between the 3 Immortals, I think we had something like 60 kills. And there we go, Supernova GG out of the game. So quite a different game to Game 1. In Game 1 where we saw Rain go for and rely on those Colossus, this game executing some various Immortal timings, able to push in this door, even though it was quite heavily defended, able to use the range of the Immortals to snipe a few of those key buildings and just able to power through. Those High Templars with Storm were just excellent timing as well. You saw him use them to great effect when the Terran forces were caught between these buildings. He stormed here, and I think it was up here between the barracks, and managed to do massive damage to the Terran bio that was sitting there. So great game out of Rain, able to equalise this series at 1-1. So looks like we'll be in for the long haul in this series. It is a best of 5, so first player to 3 wins. So potentially there could be another 3 games to come. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and, if you did enjoy it, go ahead and share it on Facebook or Twitter. Get your friends involved. Let them know that we are casting the rest of WCS Korea Season 2. Alright guys, hope you had a great day, and we'll see you later.